Orientation is locked. Device. I don't know why that is. I don't know. So I guess I got to do it this way, you guys. Because it says doing the orientation the other way is locked. I'll figure that out for the next video. Anyway, here I am again. Once again. So today, I want to go back about talking about building houses and stuff in the Philippines again. I've been watching more videos about the expats, stupid words, building houses here and getting disgusted and discouraged and just plain stupidity because they don't really know enough to do what they're doing. It takes a little bit of knowledge, and you have to be smarter than the average bear. First of all, the one big thing that I see is everybody buying hollow blocks and complaining about how shitty they are. They're not. Okay, every house in this country is built with those hollow blocks. They go through typhoons, they go through floods, they don't fall apart. However, the average hollow block maker makes 60 or 70 hollow blocks from one bag of cement. Now, if you want your hollow blocks to be stronger, which I did because I was kind of dumb too, I had to make them 50 hollow blocks to the bag of cement. Now, these are 4-inch hollow blocks. But I didn't do like you guys are doing. I hired a kid to work for me as a helper whose dad made hollow blocks, and so the kid knows how to make hollow blocks. So consequently, I had him work half a day every day making hollow blocks. He'd do 150 or 200 a day. 2 days later, we could use the hollow blocks. You guys that are buying hollow blocks, this cracks me up. I saw a guy, he goes, yeah, I bought a bunch of hollow blocks. They came, I grabbed one in my hand, broken little pieces. I sent it back, told him it wasn't good enough, buy me other ones. The ones that came back were exactly the same because all the hollow block makers make them the same. So don't be discouraged if you think the hollow blocks are garbage. They're not. They're strong. But like I said, if you want them a little stronger, you can make them stronger. You can buy the molds very cheaply. You can even buy them on Shopee, if you guys know what Shopee is, or Lazada. But you can buy them in the hardware stores. Some of them sell it. It's not a big deal. So that's number one. There's a couple other things to relate to. Paint on your house. If you hire a painter, they're going to want to put this stuff on it that supposedly takes the acid out of the concrete. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. However, that's a thing from 1960. The new paints all have it in it. You use it now, 6 months down the road, your paint's going to be peeling off the walls. So, word of advice, don't use it. Some other stuff. If you want your paint to last, buy good paint. The whole inside of my house is painted with car paint, automobile paint. Yeah, it's expensive, but I only got to do it once, probably my whole lifetime. It's shiny, it's pretty, it looks nice, and you can pick any color you want. I have bronze and golds, all kinds of nice things in my house. Even the green you see behind us, right there, automotive paint. The outside of the house, however, is water-based paint, okay? It's not expensive. But you don't got to put that acid shit on it because it's not going to help anyway, and it makes the paint come off. It's really funny. We see them putting it on some of these houses. And I told my wife, watch, the paint's going to peel off. 6 months later, all the paint's got big peel marks in it. Dumb. So, you guys, you can do that for no reason. And they charge you a bunch to do it. And all it is really, I think it's like battery acid, which makes no sense to me either. I don't know. That's what they use. Blow it off. You'll be much happier. And like I said, anybody who wants to see my house, get a hold of me. You're welcome to come over and check it out. I'll show you what I'm talking about. There's things here that they don't do, but if you want done, you need to know how more than anybody else. One is, hey, Captain, how you doing? One is the cantilever rooms. In other words, a room that has a post not on the corner. Sticks out past where the post is at. I have one. They all said, oh, you can't do it. That's not a good idea, blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, it is. Put bigger bar in it. Do it my way. It's been there ever since. My deck My deck is very large. I have no center posts in it. It goes over the top of my pool. It's 20 by 30, 20 by 30 feet or bigger than that actually. And there's no center posts. Reason? I use bigger bar, lots of bigger bar. You don't need posts where you don't want posts. You just have to be smart and know what to do. And I know you guys, you're not engineers, you're not architects, you're just guys. Use your head. Just think. Look at it. Think it out. There are, hey, I see, Captain, you got a question. Type it up and I'll read it and see if I can answer it. You know, there's a lot of things here that don't make a lot of sense, but they do because they do it over and over and over. I'm not smart. I'm sure you are. Don't kid yourself. Shout out from Sharona Tarlock. Built out 2-story house 4 years ago. Retired happy and joyous and free. Hey, I love it. Mine's a 3-story house, but it's a castle. You can look at some of the other posts I put on. You can see some pictures of it. Anyway, guys, just use your brain. Okay, like they put the posts in the ground. I'm in a rice field, so the ground's really soft. They were going to put my posts down 1 meter and make them 1 meter square. I said, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't like it. Let's go down 2.5 meters and make them 1.5 meters square. They're like, that's a lot. I said, yeah, it's a lot, but you know what? My house doesn't move. Works. Went through a big earthquake here about 3 years ago. My house didn't get one crack in it, so I know it works. What's your message to the world? Let's see. Best message I give to the whole world. Americans, stop retiring in the Philippines. You're fucking it up. How's that? You guys, even though it's a nice place, the Americans move over here and first thing they want to do is wreck the economy by over tipping people. They don't like tips here. You can build anything that you can think of. If it's in your head, you can draw a picture of it. Somebody can build it. It's just a case of finding the right guys. Some of the concrete guys here are artisans. They are absolutely incredible. In my master bedroom here, I have a 4 meter by 4 meter dragon over the top of the bed, kind of like a canopy for the bed. It's a dragon. I'll walk in there and show you guys in a second. Yes, do your research and common sense. Yeah, that's right. Do your research. If you don't know, go walk around some of the construction sites where they're working on stuff. The guys love showing us how to do stuff. You know, if you ask a question, why are you doing it that way? They will tell you. And if they don't speak English enough, they will find somebody on the site to answer your questions. They don't mind. They you know, the more you know. And when you see somebody that you know, when you get somebody that's doing a good job, and you can tell the ones that know what they're doing, hire them. You don't have to go through a fucking contractor, guys. The contractors, all you're doing is you're paying for a middleman. Okay, you be the middleman. You're going to be on your job site anyway every day, seeing how your house is going along. If you're not, you're kind of stupid, because contractors will cut corners every time. I have a buddy of mine that lives about 30 minutes from me. He took a bank loan out. I think he took $200,000, but I don't know. Don't hold me to that. He had an architect design the house. The architect recommended a contractor. He had a contractor building it. Oh yeah, that was really good. The contractor didn't do it like the architect told him to do it. He cut some corners. When the bank came out with the inspector to do the inspection to make sure it was right, they found the problems and they called the loan. And it was the contractor's fault. The contractor went, oh, well, it's, yeah, it looks good. We think it's okay. Like I said, my buddy had to pay the bank note off, then get another loan, a different kind of loan, because it wasn't up to the specs on the architectural construction picks. So the plans have to be right if you're going to have to go through a bank. I tell guys, don't go through a bank. Just take your time. This house, we built the bedroom downstairs and the bathroom and the kitchen. We built the bedroom first, then the bathroom, then the kitchen. We moved in when the bedroom and the bathroom were built. We bought a stove and a refrigerator, and that was our kitchen. And then when it got all done, I didn't like it. We tore the whole kitchen out and redid it a second time because even though I designed it a way specifically to my likes, I didn't like it when it was done. So, you're going to do that. But if you don't have any big guy charging you, it's $50 a day or whatever the contractors charge, it's not a big deal. I've redone the tile in my house. Yes, we're getting stainless gutters put on. Why? Why would you do that? Stainless steel is it's expensive and it's not any better than anything else. You really want to know the best gutters to use PVC pipe. I've got it in my own house. I'll show you. Hold on. So what you do is you take 3 or 4 inch PVC pipe and you put a line, split it down the middle, and there you go. On every piece of tin in my house. You can do it on any. Really good, guys. And it's cheap and it's easy to replace. It's easy to repair. All you got to do is buy fittings. So, and I get it. And the stainless, you're a rich American. Stainless steel looks cool. I don't have one piece of stainless in my house and I can afford it. I don't like it. It's not strong. I see these guys with it on their balconies and for railings. I have a professional welder in my house right now. I guarantee you if I ask him, would he put stainless railings in his house or would he put regular steel ones and paint them? He's going to say, not the stainless, it's too weak. You kick it hard, it bends, it breaks, it snaps. It's no good. Even though it looks nice. You think stainless is strong. Garbage. Sorry, not real. They do look nice, though. Same with railings on your stairway. Don't do stainless, guys. It's only pretty. It's not good. Paint's cheap. You can paint it over and over and over. Like I said, I have no stainless in my house. I refuse. So you see, show you some of the stuff in my deck. Here's our merry-go-round, by the way. Look over here so you can see this. Here's one of my stairways that goes downstairs. And you can see how it's made. We decorated it. It's all steel. Here's one of the ones that goes upstairs. And you can see again, all steel. Here's an amazing point. You see how the railing's bent? My welder did that using a tree to bend it, and he bent both sides, the right side and the left side, with his eyeballs, no tape measures involved, and he did them independently of each other, and he got them both perfect the first time. That's how good guys work. That's what they can do if they know what they're doing. Okay? And Formone's very good. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Make sure that the things that are important in your house is that the posts are deep enough for the area you're in. Okay? Something else, wells. Now, I've had 2 kinds of wells put on my property. One was hand dug with the shovel. It goes down 30 feet, more or less, something like that. Cost me $10,000, so $200 about, a little less. I had 2 other wells dug, and they are dug with 3 pieces of bamboo and a pipe and a chunk of railroad wheel. Better way to go. Still cost me $10,000. It took less than a day. They had the well in. They had everything together. All we did was add the pump. It's a deeper well. It's 40 feet. We have all kinds of fresh water year-round. Never goes dry. So that's a better way to go. If they say, oh, yeah, we can dig a well, and they come out with shovels, tell them, no, you want the other kind. And they'll find somebody who does it with 3 pieces of bamboo and a piece of pipe. It works way good. It's old school. They don't use drilling machines. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff that you just have to use common sense with. And especially when you're building. It's very important to get good builders here. And like I said, the way you find them, all my guys I found off the street, every one of them. And my next door neighbor happened to be a hollow block builder. That's what he still is. After 7 years, the guy still does it. And his son knows how to do it. So we took his son, he was making hollow blocks for me for a long time. Then we found somebody else that made hollow blocks, I think Marvin. I don't remember. I think it was a guy named Marvin. Just got in a car accident, might have got his leg chopped off. But yeah, there's a lot of very simple things that you can do here to save money building your house. And like I said, The biggest thing is using your brain. Find good guys that work for you. Blow off the idea of having a contractor. It doesn't help. You're not getting it. If you have a bank loan and you're building a house that way, I think you have to use a contractor. Man, that sucks. You're better off just to find guys and pay them by the week, by the day. You know, if you don't like how they're working, fire them, get somebody else until you find a good crew. My crew that built this house, I had the same guys working for me for 2 years. And I still bring them back sometimes and have them do other stuff for me. After 2 years, we've been here over 7, I still have them come back. Sometimes I'll call one of them up and say, hey, I need you to come do this. And they do. They like working for us. And I didn't overpay anybody. I pay everybody. I usually pay a little better than what average is, 100 pesos a day or something. Everybody's happy. That's a good wage here. And if you get somebody good, you know, you treat them really good. You know, like Ramon, I don't know where he's at, my welder. He's not a welder. He's a handyman. He works on the pool. He does gardening. He does electrical. That's what you need in your house. You need somebody who's universal. You know, and he has run of the house. He can go anywhere he wants in this house. I would never tell him no. He knows we have tools in the house. We got stuff in the house downstairs, everywhere. You know, it's kind of what we do. I'm going to walk in and show you so I'm filling my jacuzzi. We fill the jacuzzi from the swimming pool. It goes through the solar heater first. Walk through, give you a little walk through here. So I was telling you about the dragon on the ceiling. I think the bedroom's a mess, but you can still see the dragon. I think, yeah, there you go. Look at the paint in this room. It's car paint. So you can see the color, but it's shiny. And this is really cool because the way that I did it, it changes colors with the sun. When the sun goes up or down, the car, it changes colors. A picture of our yard. The side of the house. And like I said, we have sculptures all over the yard and all over the house. I'll give you a picture of it this way. Yeah, we're kind of crazy. But I like artwork. And it's my house, so I can put artwork everywhere I want. And I put it everywhere, you know. Like the coin snake. We're thinking about covering this whole deck in the coins. You can see I started doing some of it here. That's the step going into the jacuzzi. So you can literally do seriously anything you want to do here. You just have to do it. And yeah, like I said, the stainless rain gutters, I'm reading this, says stainless rain gutters are beautiful. They are. What does it say? Want to know how to build ours, won't do it. Wait, let me read this whole thing. It says, Jerry, someone wants to know how we built ours, won't do it. Not one expat has built their house like someone else. It varies so much. Money, time, materials. Yeah, it does. But what I find is all the expats want to use contractors. Stop doing that, guys. I mean, it's good if you want to have, you know, if that's what you're into, but build your house. You build the house. You be the contractor. You be in control. You see something you don't like, say, hey, why are you doing that? Ask the guys that are working for you. Hire guys that work for you good. You know, hire them. I don't know where you guys are at. I'm in Pangasinan, near Pozo Robio. I'm about an hour and a half from Baguio City and 2 hours from Manila. And like I said, I'm in a rice field. And when we got the property, I had to raise it up almost 18 inches to get us out of the water during flood time. So, a load of dirt, about at that time 800 pesos. I don't know, I brought in maybe 200 loads, 300 loads of dirt. Don't care. Now my property doesn't flood. Everybody else's does, but not mine. Even our fish pond stays pretty full now. It's only 3 feet deep, and we got 10,000 tilapia in it. We did it to eat them, but we never eat them. Damn, I'm too lazy to go catch them. And as I said, you guys, anybody who watches this is welcome to come visit our house. Get some, take some look, take some pictures, and I'll show you what I've done. All you have to do is get a hold of me. I'll send you my phone number. And you can call us. We'll tell you where we are. Come visit. Take a bike. Actually, if you get out, take a bus. Bus stop drops off on the T-Plex maybe 10 minutes from my house, close. Or you could take a local bus, or you could take bring your tricycle or your motorcycle, whatever, car. We got parking. I'm more than welcome to show you the house and show you how you do what we do. Yes, the other day, one of my roofs was leaking. I'll give you another idea. We have cement roofs on all of this house. They're cement. I don't like tin roofs. I don't like the roofs that, no, sorry. I like the flat roofs. And I like the concrete. It's better insulation. My house stays nice and cool. I have no air conditioning in the middle of my house. I'm sitting here with my shirt on. It's 80 degrees, but it's nice and comfortable because we have the breeze outside. I remember what I was telling you. Yeah, you're all welcome. Just get a hold of me. I'll send you a phone number. Call me on the phone. Tell you where we live. Come on, visit. It's cool to do. Come early. I have 2 full bars, guys. If you're a drinker, come on over. I got everything you can think of. And I don't really drink. Maybe I have a shot tequila once a month or something. That's about it. We're not close to the beach. We're an hour from any beach, and that was one of the reasons I kind of wanted to be in the Philippines. But an hour's close enough. It's okay by me. I don't really go anywhere. We go to the mall. I'm not really into traveling the islands. I did a lot of traveling before. If my wife and daughter want to go somewhere, I don't care. They can go. Oh, that's another thing. Expats. This is going to really trip you out, I guarantee you. I have no money. Not a dime. I could show you. I don't even keep my wallet on me. My wife does. She's got my credit cards, access to my bank account, everything. I don't. I don't even have, literally, I never have $1 on me. I don't want it. I don't need it. What do I want it for? My wife's my wife. I trust her. Don't trust your wife. You shouldn't be fucking married, guys. The Philippine women manage your money way better than you can. They're not Americans. They're not these thieving ass skanks from the United States that all they want is lots of money and lots of stuff. No, it's not like that here. Big thing about here is make sure you feed your Filipino. Even if you're not hungry, ask your wife if she is. Every time you think about it. Driving down the road, honey, you want to get something to eat? Honey, are you hungry? You haven't eaten in a couple hours. Yeah, it's very important. You'll do this, you'll learn a lot. It's one of those things that you will learn a lot. How we built ours won't do it. Not one expat has built their house like someone else. It varies so much. Money, time, materials. No, you know what? Money, materials, products. The only products that are going to change is interior crap that you put in. The sinks, the stove. That's all. Something else. I bought some really high dollar speakers from Magic. I don't know if you guys have Magic where you're at. It's just a department store. 3 years later, one of them stopped working. I was like, oh shit, Samsung, expensive. I think I paid $300 for it. One speaker. And so I went and talked to them. They said, yeah, bring it in. I took it in. 4 days later, they returned it fixed. Cost me less than $20. So just because you're in the Philippines doesn't mean the warranties on equipment, and even it was out of warranty. They still take care of their stuff. They still will fix it. Don't freak out. You can get anything fixed here. So that was, and even me, I was like so impressed. And I've been here a long time. I'm still impressed. Mechanics. It's another interesting thing. Find a mechanic that you like. Don't bother taking it to a shop. They'll come to you. Have them work on it at your house. Motorcycle mechanic, same thing. I'm coming to your house. They don't charge you for the house call like in the U.S. And if you have tools, they're all happy to use your tools if they don't have their own. Works out much better. You could do that on anything. Anything at all. I'm watching from the Philippines. That's good. Let's see. I'm looking here. Permission to post. Hey, post away, my friend. All you want, you guys. Post. Subscribe. Hey, I mean, since I started doing this, I'm doing better on YouTube than I have in the last 10 years. That's funny. I don't know. I'm not really good at making posts. Here's one of my huskies. This is Mouse. Hey, Mouse, say hi here. Oh, there you go. That's the Mouse. She's only 6 months old. She's our baby. We have Belgians and Huskies, and Huskies are the trippy ones. All right, get down. Go, 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 go. Anyway, you guys, anything you have a question, it says, we are in the farmland, central Luzon, 35 minutes above Angel City. Not want to be near expats. I don't blame you. I hate the I have one American friend, two friends one from Norway, one from Sweden, and that's it. I don't like the Americans a whole lot either. I hate to say it, they're a bunch of turds. They all move to wherever it is they can live near other Americans. What? Why would you move out of the U.S. to create the U.S. here? And you tell me how that makes sense. Doesn't make sense to me. I don't want to live near them. I want to live out by myself. I like visitors. We love showing off the property. We got toys. I've got a 360-degree swing out in the field where you stand on it, swing upside down. You're 16 and a half meters on the top upside down. We have all kinds of weird stuff, but it's my house. I do what I want here. I don't know if that's Ramon. Ramon, is that you? No, that's my wife. Yeah, so anyway, back to the money stuff. I don't have any. My wife's got it all. And we have a pretty lucrative business. I mean, I'm not rich, but we do pretty well on an average basis. Probably, let's just say we do more than $2,000 a month. How's that? So you can live well here, and some things are expensive. Our electric bill, because my house is so big, is $350 a month. It's a lot. What happens? I want to live the way I live. I like it. We always have at least 2 workers on the property, sometimes more. And we just do life. Just do life, guys. But, if you have questions, send me a text. That's fine. I'll post my email address maybe tomorrow in the heading. So if you guys have questions, you can write me an email. I'm pretty full of knowledge for living here. There's shit I don't know anything about. I know I don't ever have trouble with my visa. You know why? My wife does it. You crazy bastards! You go to immigration with your wife, sit out in the parking lot, let your wife take care of it. They know what to do. They know how to do it. And we actually have friends in the immigration office. We've been talking to the same girl for so long. We watched her get pregnant, have her baby. Now her baby's 4 years old. It's kind of interesting. So they're friends. They know when we come in. They know us by our first name. It's funny. And that's a good place to be with the people around you. Know the cops. We know the police chief. We know the mayor. I actually was in the mayor's office the other day because we want to open a boxing ring on the property for fun. So we went in and talked to the mayor about doing permits and what do we need. And we talked to the police chief. They're accessible in this country. You can't go talk to the mayor in San Francisco. I don't want to see you do that, or some stupid city in the U.S. Try it. See what happens. One of my many reasons in leaving the U.S. and coming over here, I don't see being around a bunch of Americans as something that I'm interested in. And I'm also an American. Hey, you know what? I agree. It says, what area am I in? I'm about an hour and a half from Baguio, about 2 hours from Manila in Pangasinan, near Pozo Robio. It's rice field really around me. But we're 30 minutes from Urdaneta, which is the big city where they have the big mall. Like I said, about an hour and a half from, an hour on my bike, I can make it to Baguio. And we're literally 15 minutes from the little town, Pozo Robio, which has got a really nice market and a bunch of nice grocery stores. So where I live is very convenient, guys. Anyway, if you have questions, put them in the comments. I read all the comments at the end of the day or tomorrow. I'll read them and respond if there's a question. I'm going to try and do this every day. I didn't do one yesterday. I really just got too busy. Sometimes it happens. We're doing some new stuff. What the hell is going on there? Oh, my guy is adding some wire to one of my lights that goes out to the fish pond so we can turn the lights on out there and see what's going on. Just because that way if we want to go fishing at night, we can. Yeah. Anyway, it's a nice lifestyle here. You just have to get your niche. You have to figure out what makes you happy, what you do and don't want to do. You know what I mean? If you're into drinking beer and you don't like sitting at home, there's plenty of places you can go drink beer in, have a little bit of company, even if they don't speak perfect English. They love you. It's great. I have a friend of mine who goes out every night. Am I familiar with the outskirts of? I'm thinking that's Elo. That's the area that interests me. We'll be coming for first visit in October. Okay, good question. So here's what I can tell you. Don't set a thought on where you want to live. Okay? Come here, get a hotel room, a cheap one. You can get a hotel room here for 50, 60 bucks that's clean and nice and not, not dirty or anything. And either get a motorcycle, rent a car. I really tell people renting a car here on your first trip is kind of weird. You're not used to driving here, so it's strange. Motorcycles are better, or get a driver in your car. They don't charge you nothing, 20 bucks for the day. Rental car here is $20 to $30 a day. That's for 24 hours. And go to different cities and get a hotel room. Feel it for a couple days. Go look around. Go somewhere else. Find the place that makes you comfortable, makes you happy. You might want to be near the beach. You might want to be in the mountains. You might want to be in a rice field like me. There's lots, and everywhere you go, if you're going to buy property, different places are different prices. Okay, you could buy rice field for dirt cheap. You could buy mountain stuff pretty cheap. Closer to cities you get, more money it costs. High dollar around where I'm at, about $60 a square meter, give or take. Rice field property, $10 a square meter. That's what I've got. Well, we have about 2 acres or something like that. I don't know, a lot. It's you got to find out where you want to live. Don't set your sights on a place in the United States and go, I want to live here. You may not like the people. Every city, the people have different personalities, different attitudes. There's a lot of cities and states here, and people that come from the Manila area and move to the provinces, they're not the same as the people that are from the provinces that move to different provinces. And different provinces, big families. I mean, I tell my wife, it's funny, we go to the market here, take a handful of rice, throw it up in the air, and every piece of rice will hit one of her family members. It's kind of a joke, but there's family. Everybody is family here. Everybody, sooner or later, they go, oh, yeah. And the other thing that's really weird is the school systems. You got kids. It's really cool because here the kids want to go to school. In the U.S., any excuse to stay home. Here, my wife went to a reunion. I think I said this the other day. With her kindergarten class. She's 56, I think. Anyway, as the wind takes me for this trip. Yeah, well, come visit us. Get a hold of me. Come visit here. So the school system and the friends, they stay friends for their lifetime. Where I don't even know anybody I went to high school with. Don't care. That would never happen here. They know everybody they went to school with. And my daughter's the same. She's 23. She knows all her kindergarten class and her first grader, second grade, because they've been in the same school their whole life. It's different, guys. So anyway, talked a lot, said a lot of stuff. 35 minutes. Whew, that's a long one for me. If you have questions, type them into the... Never try to compare the U.S. to the Philippines. They are completely different cultures. Yeah, and you need to know the laws here. You're right. There are some pretty different laws. But you know what? As long as you blend in and be nice and don't be an asshole, you're not going to have any troubles. There's a few laws here that the Americans are stupid. They get in trouble for stupidity. Arguing with your wife, that's against the law. Cussing in public, that's against the law. They get you put in jail. Say, hey, fuck you, you go to jail for that. So things like that, we don't know stuff like that. I will say another word really quick. Something really strange here. The speed that you do in your car is in kilometers per hour, not miles per hour. When I first got here, me and my friend took a drive to a local, well, not local, it was 2.5 hours away, another city to go to the beach. He's on the T-Plex or in the back road. He's doing 100. I'm like, dude, slow the hell down. My family's my family's in the car. Slow down. 100's too fast. He goes, it's only 100. I go, yeah, it's 100. I got it. Slow down. And he's like, what? What? Why? I'm like, because you're going 100. Do you know, it's been 7 years. About 6 months ago, I remembered that conversation. I'm flying down the road doing 120. 120 kilometers per hour. It seems like you're doing 100 miles an hour. You're only doing 60. Half, about. But when you're used to the 100 kilometers per hour, it seems like you're doing 100 miles an hour. So I thought, they ought to change the speed limits in the United States to kilometers per hour. I think people will slow down and get better gas mileage. It's really weird, and you'll see what I'm talking about when you come here. The cars say you're doing 100, and your brain's going, I'm doing 100, even on my bike. I'm doing 100 on my motorcycle. It's only 60. My bike does 200 miles an hour, 195 or something. I've gone 160 kilometers per hour. That's like 75. And I'm like, wow, I'm going so fast. What's the deal? So that's something that's pretty funny, you guys. Anyway, ask questions if you got them. I'll be back on tomorrow. Write your questions down and type them to me tomorrow, and I'll see if I can answer them all. I hope you like this. I know I'm a little weird, but weird's okay. I'm 70 years old. I'll be 70 in November. And tomorrow I'm going to do something a little more strange for you. So I hope you tune in and watch sometime during the day. I don't know when, but I'll try to do it early. You guys, thanks. Bookham Dano and Panay. Hey, thanks, guys. Love. I'm really enjoying seeing you people type and write to me and the new views and stuff. It's kind of fun. Anyway, I'm out here. Have a good afternoon.